certainly believe that banking is undergoing a fundamental transformation. First of all, banking holds many different types of business lines. There's obviously checking accounts, there's lending, there's payments, and so on and so forth. There's also savings. I believe that certain parts of banking as we know it now will be unbundled and will be taken away from banks and will be prosecuted and done by either startups or big technology firms. And in that process, banking will change. Now, will banks die? I think that some may very well die because they might not be able, from a cultural point of view, to adapt technology-wise. However, will all banks die? That's probably not the case, a little too extreme. There will be banks that adapt and adapt very, very well to compete in the future. Intermediation of credit, is extremely important. I don't believe that what we have seen enabled by the internet in other parts of our economy will happen exactly the way that it has happened in banking. So, for example, the internet allows for winner takes everything or winner takes most, like Amazon, for example, in retail, or Facebook from a social network and social media perspective. I don't think that having a winner takes all in lending is good for any society. It's too much of a systemic risk. So if we already think that some banks are too big to fail and we have to protect them because else it would be too much of a cost to society, thinking that they would be replaced by only one technology company that would do all of banking would be even more catastrophic. So from that perspective, probably transformation and evolution as opposed to, all must die or all will die. I invest in early stage startups, so in a certain way, I'm very much of a chief psychology officer as much as a investor. The technology aspect is obviously important, but because you have an early stage company, the human component is also as important and sometimes more important. So what I look for is an entrepreneur that has the right focus and the right intent, that knows what he or she wants to do, has some subject matter expertise, and is relentless in his curiosity over the business model that he or she wants to achieve. I think that, when you have an idea, you want to forget about everything, focus, not to the detriment of other signals that help you achieve your dream. And you need to have the right intent in order to get your startup going. So I look first and foremost at these human behavioral traits in people. And then I look at the technology and the business model, but these are secondary. I invest in people, and when I invest, and I'm in a business partnership with them for 7, 8, 9 years, because it's the amount of time that it takes for a startup to grow, and I better like them and they better like me, so that's the most important.